John Coleman, it took a penalty shootout, but you've progressed past Lincoln City and into the last four. What's your immediate reaction to the performance in the game?
I thought the performance was terrific. Difficult conditions for both teams, to be honest. I thought we handled the first half well against the wind. We tried to pass it out. I thought Dan Martin was superb. Passed the ball really well. We've conceded a free goal. Well, 2 free goals if you look at the second one. But we've had the character to bounce back. Great goal. Our first goal was a great goal, great ball, great slot by Aaron. And then we've asked all the questions in the second half. Disappointed with the goal that they've scored, but that's it. Sometimes you think that the gods are against it. A deflection loops over the keeper and someone heads it in. But Aaron composure with the penalty, and then having took one in the game to take one in the shootout as well, and have the presence of mind to be confident to slot it in. Very good. And then Lucas, certainly atoned for the mistake in the first half with two unbelievable saves. So from the penalty shootout, and it's a difficult place to come here. They still remain unbeaten, and I think if you look at the balance of the play, I think we were value for the win tonight. But when it goes to penalties, it's a harsh way to lose, and I feel for them because, I've been on the receiving end of that many a time, and I turned down to the staff when the final whistle went and I said, I've seen how this film ends. So thankfully I got the editor's cut.
You used the word character there. It's been a tough time for this group of players and everybody around the club. How much character did they need tonight?
The lads, I know they've got it in them. Just sometimes things go against you, and you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to work hard. You've seen how hard we worked tonight. I think Sean McConville's got cramp on his cramp. And I was asking him before off air, is that the first time we haven't made a sub? Getting back to what we do best. Play with the 11. Start with your plan A and finish with your plan A.
As far as Aaron Pressley is concerned, he scored 2 goals in his second game for Stanley. Is what he brings what you've been looking for and quite openly saying you needed for some time?
No, I think so. And the thing about Aaron is he'll only get better the more match fit he gets, the more he's accustomed to how we play. And you can see in flashes he's good in the air when he jumps. He can hold the ball up well, he's got a good touch. Very, very composed finish for the goal, clever run. And I was watching Arsenal score a goal last night and everyone was waxing lyrical about the run and the pass. Well, hopefully our lads will be getting a bit of praise tonight.
Sean McConville you've mentioned already. After he had that experience earlier in the season with missing penalties, how much bottle does it take to step up and score what turns out to be the winning penalty?
I knew while he was on the pitch, while he finished the game, I knew Sean would want to take a penalty. I know that's the type of lad he is. And that's not because he's cocky or arrogant or pig-headed. It's because he's got a burning desire to win, and more importantly, he's got a burning desire to win for Accrington Stanley. He's got a great relationship with the fans, great relationship with the players and the staff. And we spoke about it yesterday, and he said he was going to slam it down the middle. And I was thinking, wind against, could easily lift this over the bar. And I was thinking Harry Kane-esque. And then, thankfully, it was one of the best pens I've seen.
You've been really open from the group stages of every time you've been in this competition about wanting to go a long way, wanting to go all the way. What's it feel like to be one game away?
I wish that was the semis. I'll be honest. It's going to be a tough game because there's plenty of good teams left in it. We've had to do it the hard way. We've had to be all the groups, all the knockout stages. We've been away from home, going to sappy places, and we've seen it through with good battling performances. Now we've got to take that into the league. You can see what we can do when we pass the ball, and when we pass the ball, we're a much better team.
No Tommy Lee tonight. What's the news?
He got a dead leg from Saturday, and he just couldn't shake it off.
So not a longer term anything to be too worried about.
No.
You talk about taking it into the league. What can that do for belief and confidence and all those kind of intangible things?
I think there's a belief in the squad itself. They know that they can perform better. We know we can perform better, that's for sure. We know that if we work hard, the luck will turn our way. You know, it's always lucky to win on pens. And thankfully it turned for us tonight.